What's up, YouTube, and everybody out there watching? I'm going to go ahead and share the link a few places before I get started with what my daily routine is. Let's see here. Anyhow, in case you guys aren't aware who I am, my name is Jeremy Marquez. I run a real estate marketing service. It's virtual. The main niche is setting up appointments for listing advisors, listing appointments. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit about my daily routine and let you know exactly what it is I do on a day-to-day basis. Typically, just give me a few minutes here, and while I get this started, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. This is one of my first times doing it live on YouTube, so we'll see how this goes and determine if we're going to continue doing it or not. Let's see here. So this is kind of a test, and we'll just kind of see how it goes and determine if we'll continue to do it. So my hair is getting a little bit long, so you guys can tell here. Okay, let me see here. Put that in my group. I have a group on Facebook called Inside Sales Assassins. Just kind of test this out here. So my plan for this live is to talk about my day-to-day routine, personal and professional. Share a little bit about myself so you guys can get to know me, that type of thing. Let's see here. All right. Seems to be working okay. So I set it up to where on YouTube, this isn't a public, but you can only enter and view me if you have the link while I test all this out before I actually make it public, that type of thing. I'm going to invite a few people in, some trusted confidants, just to kind of get some feedback. In just a minute here, we'll get started with, what my actual day-to-day is. So typically, I wake up at by 5 a.m. Um, I do that, and one of the first things that I do before I get coffee, before I do anything, is drink some water. I chug probably about 12 to 24 ounces of water, get things going, and then I do some daily reflection. I do prayer and meditation first thing when I wake up in the morning. Don't do it every morning consistently at the same time, but it's one of the first things I do before I get my day going. Um, some of you may or may not know, but I work a program of recovery. I am consistent with that. And after I do that, I usually eat breakfast, drink some coffee. Um, by then it's about 5:30, 6 a.m., and then I hop onto the dialer. I start my first call session. Let me pull up my calendar here. Like for instance, tomorrow my first call session is starts up at 5:30. Right now I have 6 real estate agents and brokers nationwide. I'm sorry, 7 that I work for, work with. They have contracted me out to set up appointments for them. And so I work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day doing that. J Marketing is the name of the business. I will put a link to my business page in the comments here. Give me 1 second. There we go. And I just got done watching or listening to a podcast by Brian Casella. If you guys aren't on the Brian Casella train and don't know much about him, you got to check him out. He got a lot of good stuff. He was a professional athlete. He used to play basketball. Now he's a real estate agent and broker in Southern California, as well as a coach and somebody I've been following not only on personal but professional level. Here's a link to Brian Casella's podcast, and uh, just a little bit about me on a personal level. I am 37 years old. Don't have any children. Never been married. Um, I am huge on family. I have uh, my mom and dad, 2 sisters, as well as us, distant family. I'm very close to my mom and dad and my sisters. We have family stuff here and there, but at the end of the day, I love my family and they're very important to me. Um, I am also a very business-minded, entrepreneurial type person. Um, School really wasn't for me so much. I started working when I was about 15, 16 years old in the fast food industry, as a lot of us do. And I slowly learned that that really wasn't quite for me either. So I found telemarketing. I started working for a telemarketing company when I was about 16, setting up appointments for a home improvement company. And I learned very quickly that I was not only good, but the way that we got paid, did like that a lot because I had the ability to create my own paycheck. Give me 1 second, guys. Again, I'm still kind of playing around with this just to test it out. So this isn't going to be super 100% game tight, but um, it will get better as we go on. I'm going to try to do this at least once a week. Let's see here. My mom and I are chatting on Facebook right now. Right now, I'm trying to see if she wants to go out to lunch tomorrow or Thursday. Let's see here. Okay. So anyhow, I prospect and I call for my real estate clients until about 11 o'clock or so in the morning. And then I have a meeting at noon that I go to daily. That's a spiritual program that helps me. I do that daily. And then by about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I'm at a coffee shop or a cafe somewhere. My daily routine. I'm gonna be a little bit more planned out next time. Be a little more planned out next time. And next time when I do this, I'll probably do a little bit better, more a little more in depth. So I cold call and prospect till about from about 1:30, 2 o'clock till about 5 o'clock. 5:30, I have dinner, and by 6 o'clock or so, I am prospecting again for a little bit. and then from there, my day is pretty much about a wrap. By about 8 or 9, I'm getting settled in, and I try to be in bed and ready to go to bed by 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I do it all over again the next day. That's Monday through Friday. On the weekends, I try to do something cool, like go out of town and treat myself to something. Like right now, I'm planning a trip. I'm gonna do some zip lining. There is a zip lining place in Santa Cruz. I'm gonna put a link to it in comments. Let's see here. I'm gonna go zip lining here probably this week or next week. It's pretty awesome. I've done it once before, and I try to do stuff like that. Once a week, a couple times a month, just to get out of things, get out of my own head, and treat myself. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I'm testing this out, so I'll probably try to do this again later today or tomorrow. Love you guys. My name is Jeremy Marquez. I'll put some contact information to my social media in the comments and the links, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.